Hey guys, Sunstreaker was here, and today we have another top level war video for you guys. And again, we are against Scorched Moon, and in Scorched Moon's ranks, we have another YouTuber. We have Trioss, and this is like Trioss Theory. So a big shout out to him. Well done to Scorched Moon. They've absolutely smashed us in this war. We made quite a few mistakes. Treating a few of our players. Bit of a bad war for us. We all love them. It happens. But yeah, well done to Scorched Moon. And a great victory. So an hour left. 700 points. We're not going to catch that up. So a really good victory for you guys. So yeah, I just want to give a big shout out to everyone. Saying a big thank you for the last year, 2018. I really enjoyed doing videos for you guys. Really enjoyed making content. Looking forward to 2019. My big aim this year is to get to 1,000 subs. My channel grew quite well last year. Want to go to 1,000 subs. That's been the benchmark I've set myself since I started this channel. And that's my aim for this year, to get to 1,000 subs. So if you haven't subscribed already, guys, please hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it, and let's try and get to those 1,000 subs. Want to wish everyone a happy new year. Like I said, 2019, I think it's going to be a big year for Earth Wars as well, for Transformers Earth Wars. I think it's going to be some big things coming to the games. And thanks to the guys at Space Ape, getting us onto the test server. I think that not just myself, but Trioss and Hoist and Alpha Prime, we're all going to be bringing you guys some great content this year. So, same again, if you haven't subscribed to their videos, guys, go and check them out. Some really good content. And it's going to be a really good year for all YouTubers also. So, straight into the war replays. So, you've probably seen my wars before, I hope. I like to show some of my Alliance teammates replays, if I can. Obviously, we all copy each other's replays, do things a bit different. And I actually copied Lord Dragger's attack. And what I like about this attack is, it shows a way of making do with the bots that you have. You know, not everyone has the same bots. Every single person in your alliance will have certain bots to rely on. But there's always that one bot that you don't have, that the other person will have on their replay. And a lot of people, when attacking this base, they were popping the mines with RC or with Blaster. Now, both RC and Blaster have had buffs recently. And for that reason, I didn't level my Blaster and my RC. I left them out in the cold. So they're still around level 45, I think, something like that. They're still quite low level, not high enough for wars. And for that reason, I was stuck trying to find a way to pop these outposts. And the best way to do it, if you don't have RC and you don't have Blaster, is to use Cup. Now, it's costly. It does cost quite a lot of ability points. And it can get you in trouble because it drags the bots sometimes away from where you actually want them. Your healers and things like that. But it is a really good method if you don't have RC and Blaster. And you can see there that the healers are rushing to heal Cup because he's the bot with the least health and the most damage being taken to him. And that's can be the main problem with this. But as soon as those outposts are popped, he's dropped the Combiner, take all that damage off, soak it all up. Now notice that he dropped the Combiner after the bots had hit Cup. And the reason he's done that is because he wants Cup to die. It's like a suicide bot. He's dropped Cup, he wants him to die, and then drop the Combiner afterwards. But I think because the healers started running up, he sort of panicked a bit. Maybe not panicked, maybe it's planned, but you know, you think, hang on a minute. Needs to be a quick decision. Hang on a minute. I need to sort of take these bots out quickly. Try and save my healers. And you can see there, the healers in a bit of a problem. But Bravo comes to the save the day. Just going to fast forward this slightly there. Then it's just a case of just going through the motions. Let's put a Vector Prime on Cup so just come back alive again. And actually, when I did this attack, I actually used my 3-star Cup so he died quicker. You can use a 2-star cup also. Just make sure he stays alive so you can actually do what you've put him in there to do. But you can use 2-star bots. They can be useful for that reason. He's took a jet for insurance as well. White creme there on the HQ. So it's what you normally do is put the flame strike down. And as soon as you're about to drop the cloud, put the white creme on, drop the cloud, put your jet in. Really easy Lynx attack there. Any sort of time trap split bases are easy snipes for Skylynx. There's a general rule. And to be honest with you, I found that the more defences at the bottom, the easier it is. You know, it's easy to clear the bottom section out. It's harder to clear the top section out. But that doesn't make it impossible. As long as you've got a white creme and you've got a jet and a high level Skylynx, then it's pretty much game over, to be honest with you. And base 2, we've got my man Chris Bag. Now Chris Bag has done a sludge clearing Lynx basically, so similar to the last attack, but he's not popping those outposts. He's used sludge to get through the bottom section faster. As I said a minute ago, you know, those ones that are heavy bottom sections are easier. We have bots now that can get through. You've got Saber, you've got Sludge. They can sort of get through those bottom sections. So he's dropped Sludge there. Drop his wall bomb. And I've said in other videos, guys, don't get too hooked up on one-shotting walls and one-shotting defences within walls with Sludge. A lot of people in chat saying, oh, when can Sludge one-shot defences? It's not a big issue if you can't. Like I said, all you need is to do a lot of damage so that other bots can take it out and get through the walls quickly. It's about speed with these bases. It's about getting through these bases quickly. That is the key. And you can see there, all those defences of walls are gone. By the time those burn down and do their thing, there's not much left. And there we go. All the defences within that section there are long gone. Now, the only problem here is that Drift then goes drifting, excuse the pun, up top there with Bravo and sort of splits the bot, and that can sort of cause a bit of a problem. But as long as the bottom section bots do their thing and clear this section, it doesn't really matter to us what happens up top. The main thing is clearing this bottom section so that Lynx can get to the top section, can path upwards. Pathing, if you're not sure what pathing is, I've had a few people sort of ask me questions about pathing. Pathing is basically just knowing where your bots are going to go, or leading your bots to a certain place you want them to go. So obviously, in this sort of attack, we want Lynx to walk upwards, so we're pathing the base so that Lynx walks upwards. Pathing is basically just making your bots go where you want them to go. And then it's a case of white creme, putting down the fire, putting down the shroud, hitting that fire again. Notice that it hit the fire next to HQ, not on the HQ. That's just to get a few more ability points, because obviously that research lab was outside the radius there, so if it hits next to it, he gets the 3 ability points back from hitting next to it, and also damage to the HQ. So sometimes it's good that you can hit next to the HQ and still do damage and get some ability points back. So just because it's not next to the HQ, these high point buildings, if they're just one square away, you can use that technique to get some more ability points. So a good technique there from Chris Bag. Base 3, we've got Apocalypse. Now this guy used to be in Psyops, and him too has some crazy bots. We've got a few ex-Psyops guys in here. And I love watching this attack because I don't have a lead to 1. I'm sort of like learning how to use them and watching replays, and I really can't wait to get her. I really can't. And how he uses his Elite 1 in this battle is brilliant. And okay, it's a 5-star higher level, but still it's devastating the way he uses it. So simply put Elite 1 there, bang, gone. And then she lands and just finishes him off. Saber on the other side, good night. that bottom section is gone. Now, I've no doubt that Apocalypse has got a higher level Lynx in his arsenal. But it's very surprised if he hasn't. But to be honest with you, he just doesn't need it. The amount of 5-star bots that he's got, the amount of HP, the amount of DPS he's got, he just doesn't need that. You know, you're gonna attack with whatever's presented in front of you. You know, if it's an easy Lynx base, you're gonna easily Lynx it, because he has such high level bots. He doesn't need to. He's relying purely on his health and DPS of his bots. Taking those bots out there, doing the biz. That my Cronus core causing all sorts of problems there, keeping the bots alive. But once combined is down, pure damage. Throwing Grim in there. Nice rejuve on Grim there. I've just put the G1 bronze core, silver core, sorry, on Grimlock. I've yet to really try it out, but I can't wait. But you can see there, it's pretty much warped that base without any healer at all. Just pure health and DPS. And just smashed through it. So yeah, great attack there by Apocalypse. And base 4, we have Gavcat. Now, as I said in another video, Gavcat is one of our sweepy backdoor sort of specialists. And what I liked about this attack is that he only uses 6 bots and no combiner, and still manages to do a kind of sweepy backdoor. And it's not very traditional the way he does it, from what I've seen anyway, but it's still really effective. So fast forward a bit, there's a bit of a clear out there. There we go, and that's super easy because there's only one cannon there, and there's no mortars, and you know, nothing long range. It makes that Skyburst job even easier. Personally, I've dropped him a bit lower, or her even, because she just popped this outpost here, which can maybe cause a problem. Like I said, it's all about pathing. The pathing is the bot's path upwards. But to be honest with you, it doesn't matter. It's no big issue. Skyburst goes down. Saber does the biz up there. Hits his first sweep. Hits the second sweep. There we go. See there, using the boost just to take some bits out there. Dropping the tanks down the bottom. Throws cup up top. Part 2 of the sweepy backdoor hocus pocus. And you can see there that cup is a crazy high level. And because he's inside the radius of the mortar's not hitting him. You got this other mortar here hitting him. You got the 2 cannons hitting him. You got the shock tower. But then Springer comes back up and he uses that defensive perimeter to stun all those defenses. And that buff that Springer's had is a huge buff to him. It's an amazing buff. He's also attracted all the defenses, so that beam from the HQ is now hitting Springer rather than Cup. And bang, it's down. There's not much health in those bots, but it doesn't matter. Base down, no combiner, and 6 bots. So yeah, pretty impressive from you, bud. Good attack. I like it. And base 5, I thought I'd show my attack. I was going to consider doing a Lynx attack on this base at first, and then I was convinced otherwise from a few teammates. Before I came to Cyberops, I rushed every single base. I didn't have links at the time, and I've seen some links for players like, wow, I've got to get links. And I've gone away from rushes a lot recently. It's still in my arsenal. I can still use it if need be. And I had to look at this base. It had a lot of air defense. It had a HQ core to stop, it had to shield in to stop you sniping the HQ. A lot of people went to the right on the rush and it split the bots. So I thought I'd try left. So no one had tried left in the lines. So rush left there. So exactly the same as what everyone else did, but on the left hand side. I went to the left because there's more HP on the building to rush to than on the right hand side. But the problem is my Skyburst and my Cup got stuck on the other side of the wall. Now Cup was walking over here to set the outpost off, so quick thinking, I've pushed Cup back over again. Then it's a case of rushing Saber to the HQ, dropping the combiner to soak up those abilities, because I'm not messing around with Black Arachnia and with Lugnut around, because those guys have crazy damage, crazy DPS. Do some damage to the HQ, take out those beam lasers, and if you look at that, leaves very little to sort of hit anyone that's close to the HQ. And so once Saber's there, then it's a case of sticking swoop on the HQ, and because there's nothing around the HQ really, most of that damage going straight on the HQ. I've sent Ironhide up. Ironhide has the G1 core. Okay, it's only bronze, but he has that taunt which attracts defenses, so takes it away from the other bots. And the next plan then was to rush Springer up. But to be honest with you, by this point then, it doesn't matter. The HQ is down. I think I had about 5 ability points. That's including the 5 that I'd used to jump Cup away from the middle outpost. Alright, they got pops at the end, but by then it was over anyway. And just think sometimes, guys, you might have a plan in place, but you've got to have, not a plan B, but you've got to think to yourself quickly, what can I do to get out of this situation? So I think on your feet a bit sometimes. So yeah, not a perfect attack, but yeah, a good solution to sort of fix it. And a few guys sort of followed the way I did that after that then. And hopefully I helped some guys get some more points on the board. Okay, we're still lost. But yeah, a decent 2-2-5 from myself. And next time round, I'm sure it'll be a lot closer. We have some really good wars with Scorched Moon. This weekend, dead quick, this weekend I'll be leveling my Goldfire. I found Goldfire is really good in those sort of rushes. I think it'd be really good for HQ 17 when you got a few more ability points and with Saber. And start thinking now, guys, about HQ 17. Don't just think about HQ 16 now. I think HQ 16 is struggling a bit in wars. People are getting through bases a lot easier. But HQ 17 is going to change the game. Start thinking HQ 17 now, guys. Don't leave it till later on. Start thinking now what your plan is going to be. Right, well, thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you like my videos, please subscribe. I'm going to try and get to 1,000 subscribers this year. That's my aim. I'm trying to get on a stream with Space Ape sometime this year. I'm arranging that. So, like I said, I've got some big plans this year. And it's going to be a really good year for both Transformers Earth Wars and a big year for all the YouTubers. Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys, and peace out.